Hello everyone, my name is Paul Tate, pantomime dame, ugly sister, director, writer. I know it's only November and I've got my Christmas tree up. Ooh, soon be Christmas. But I like to enjoy it before I go away for Panto. And I've had my hair cut really short, ready to put those wigs on. Anyway, I hope you're all well. 2020 has been a very strange year for us all, but let's look forward to whatever may come our way. Fingers crossed. I've got 5 questions to answer for Panto Archive. First question is, what was your first personal experience of pantomime? I remember going to see a pantomime at the Gaumont Theatre in Doncaster when I was at infant school. We went on a school trip. It was about an hour's drive from where I lived. I don't remember what the title was, who was in the show, but what I do remember about that panto is seeing what I thought was gold. Diamonds, sapphires, rubies, emeralds, all this glitter, this wondrous creation being presented to me. At that age I wasn't quite sure what it was, but that stuck in my mind to this day. My first experience of being in a panto was 1984 in Aladdin in Southport. I played the Genie of the Lamp. Totally miscast, but one of the producers fancied me. I was young, thin and pretty then, so understandable. And I just used to stand in the wings and watch these people, you know, at the top of their game and trying to absorb what they were doing and learning. You know, I've been in this business a long time. You know, I don't claim to know everything about pantomime, but I know that I love it, and I will learn every single job I do, every single pantomime I do. I can learn something from somebody, and I'm open to doing that. So that was my first experience of pantomime, both seeing it and performing in it. Question 2, living or dead, if you could cast anyone in a pantomime with anyone else, who would it be? I know we wouldn't get her, but I'd cast Bette Midler as the Wicked Queen in Snow White. I'd cast Sue Pollard as the Comedy Fairy. Can you imagine those two batting from side to side? I'd be on the floor in the wings. I'd cast Billy Pearce as Muddles. I adore Billy Pearce. I think he's a wonderful performer. And of course I'd cast me as the Dame. Question 3. Some of the titles that have previously fallen out of favour are making a return at the moment. Is there a title you would love to be revived or performed more? Well, I'm thankful that Mother Goose is making a comeback. I've done Mother Goose twice as Squire and Ensemble, but I've done all the other dames but not Mother Goose. So Mother Goose is one I'd like to see make a bigger comeback. If you've got a good script, it's a wonderful pantomime. I'd be okay with playing the ugly Mother Goose, but when she goes to the Pool of Beauty, you might have to bring the gauze in and light me from behind. One that I'd like to see revived, and I don't think it's been done professionally for about 40 or 50 years, but some amateur groups have done it, is Goody Two Shoes. Not much of a plot, but if you've got a good writer and they get the main hub of the story and then, you know, create the pantomime, you know, that's one that I'd love to see come back. Apparently it was quite big in its day, so Goody Two Shoes I'd like to see revived. I might even do a bit of research and write the script myself. That's one thing I might do. Question 4. Do you have a favourite theatre? The Grand Opera House, Belfast. I did Panto there in the late 80s, and I also toured there a few years later with a couple of musicals. Beautiful Frank Matcham theatre. Other theatres that I love are the Theatre Royal Nottingham, Theatre Royal Newcastle, Tyne Theatre and Opera House, Newcastle, Grand Theatre, Blackpool, Gaiety Theatre, Isle of Man. I could go on, the list is endless. You know, we've got some beautiful old-fashioned theatres around this country that we need to, you know, cherish. We really need to. Some gorgeous venues. And I've been lucky to have played quite a lot of them, either on tour or in Panto. But I think the Grand Opera House, Belfast is my favourite. I love the city, I love the theatre, I love the people. Question 5. Do you feel that over the years Panto has changed or adapted to an ever-changing world? I do to a certain degree. I think people that saw Panto 40, 50 years ago would still recognise what we're doing today. I'd love to see a comeback of the traditional female principal boy. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I came into the business at the latter end of that and worked with some wonderful principal boys. Ruth Maddock was a fantastic Prince Charming when I worked with her in Mansfield. So yeah, I'd like to see the traditional female principal boy come back. I think pantos nowadays are very male heavy, so maybe that might be a way of redressing it. Maybe we've moved on too far. I just don't know. But personally, that's one thing I'd like to see come back. I just think we should all celebrate that pantomime happens every year. And thankfully, you know, with the year that we've had, some producers are still taking that step to put them on this year. It's a tradition that we need to cherish, we need to celebrate, and I'm honoured to be a part of that. Sending lots of love to you all. Love from Tate, and happy Panto.